There's one very minor gripe, and it's very, like, you have to be nitpicky for this, but just want to point it out that this one has a turbocharged engine, which has a lag. It also has a dual clutch transmission, which has a type of lag sometimes when it's changing gears, especially at very low speeds. So sometimes those lags compound and gets a little bit annoying at very low speeds. Once you get going, no big deal whatsoever, and it's usually not a big deal once you get used to it. But you know, when you first start driving it, you're like, why is it just, you know, trying to go, and it takes a second before it goes. But anyways, enough of that. That dual clutch transmission does have a really satisfying lockup and shift feel to it when you get going. And the acceleration is pretty surprising for the size vehicle and the size motor that it has. Has good acceleration. It has just overall quiet experience. So like, say when you hit the brake really hard, it doesn't nosedive as much as some other vehicles. And when you accelerate, it just handles the suspension well. When you're cornering, your acceleration, and you do hard braking, that kind of stuff, it just handles the weight good, and it feels like it's refined. The suspension feels good as far as the refinement of it. And of course, all the systems, since it's a Hyundai, they work well, which I'm kind of surprised. You know, some brands they always have some kind of thing in which the systems are a problem, but this one, the automatic high beams work fairly well. The lane keep assist system works fairly well. A lot of the things that other vehicles struggle with, this one seems to be fine with. So right there, when I stopped and then I accelerated, just felt a tiny little lag there. Right now, it's kind of, when you put it in sport mode, it's more responsive, you know, but like I said, it's not a big deal. So quiet and smooth this vehicle is. It's a pleasure to drive. Comfortable seat, good view. Heads-up display looks fantastic. It works good. It's not overly bright. It's not distracting. It gives you relevant information. Cruise control, lane keep assist system, all that works great. And with the new heads-up display and here on the screen, the lines kind of show you that the lines, that shows you the curves and stuff in the road, and it shows you vehicles in front of you. And then when you're using the highway driving assist system, it will show you like little shadows of vehicles around you. So yeah, let me just show you the lane keep assist system here. You can see it wanders just a tiny bit, but it does a pretty decent job of holding the lane. And it has a grip sensor as well. So when you hold the steering wheel, it knows you're holding the steering wheel. You don't have to jiggle the steering wheel constantly or put pressure on it. And it just doesn't really bug you. So there's nobody behind me right now. I'm just want to accelerate just so you can hear the shifts with the dual clutch transmission here. When you really floor it, it's the diminishing returns really show up. So if you actually put the accelerator almost full, almost to the floor, not quite to the floor, that'll be actually accelerate a little bit faster. So that is, yeah, normal driving is no problem, but it's kind of like these type of vehicles they're not really made for 0 to 60 flooring it runs and stuff like that. So I don't know if you noticed the lag there in the beginning, you know, the turbo lag, then you had the shift and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it's not really what this vehicle is designed for. The all-wheel drive system is based on a on-demand type system. Primarily, it's going to be the front wheels that the power goes to. and then it kicks in the rear wheels if needed. Now, I haven't noticed any kind of significant torque steer. So, it handles that front wheel drive system well, and then of course it kicks in the rear wheel drive as well. So, those together makes a satisfying driving experience with no torque steer or anything like that, or I haven't experienced any. The camera system works really well for getting into parking spaces like this, where you can see top-down view, you can see the lines, you can see the vehicles around you, and then of course you have the parking sensors. When you get close to vehicles, see if I can kick in the parking sensor here. They were turned off. All right, there we go. So the parking sensor gives you visual indicators, but also audio indicators. And on the screen over here, you can see it has like this green line that shows you where to look. And it's not just a front and back parking sensor. It's actually around the entire vehicle. It kind of pieces together the sensors to show what's around the vehicle in addition to just the front and the back. So I just filled up with the gas, and it's showing an estimated 382 miles of range. Makes a great highway vehicle with the adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist system, and the overall comfort and quietness of it. Like, it is so quiet. Very, very little tiny wind noise and almost no road noise unless you're really hitting some rough patches, that kind of stuff. It is really impressive. And also the lane keep assist system, the reason why I mention that a lot is because some vehicles have a system that fights with you constantly, and it's just frustrating to drive. This one, is just very relaxing.